Good afternoon. Welcome to the All Hazards Prepper Show. Situational update number two. It is the week of May the 13th. It is May 13th. It's amazing how fast this month has already flown away. Just a little bit of update here on the All Hazards Prepper, where we're going this week. This week we have some exciting news. We have our first guest on our show. New episode will drop on Friday. We are recording it tonight. It is with the Rogue Preparedness. She is a longtime content creator, YouTuber, does a lot of preparedness stuff. So make sure you're going to check that out on Friday morning. I will have that dropping at 6 a.m. like I usually do. So super excited about that. Got a lot more guests lined up over the next couple of weeks. Like I said, I want to branch out. There's a lot of different people out there that are preppers that you might not even think of. You're probably a prepper and you don't even know it. So really branching out, trying to, widen the spectrum of what a prepper is and learn some other skills and tactics and get some great knowledge from people with firsthand knowledge of it. So situational update for this week, things that are happening in the news, things that are happening in the weather. We're in severe weather season, of course. Last week we had some terrible tornadoes touch down in Kansas, in Nebraska, and parts of Oklahoma and in Texas. So be thinking about those people. Tornadoes are something that we, cannot predict like exactly where a tornado is going to be. At this time, it's not something, it's very, last minute. Now there are, meteorologists can look and tell that whenever there's favorable conditions for tornadoes to go ahead and issue out that tornado watch. But really, you have to make sure that you have a plan in place. And I saw so many pictures and videos of people just going outside. Oh, there's a tornado. And, even if they think it's not going near them, it's like, well, you need to take shelter. You need to go to your storm shelter location. So we're in the heat of severe weather season here. Here in the South, we've seen a little bit of severe weather, it's severe weather season really. It doesn't really stop until like December, and then I feel like even in December, the season continues on, but really in the heat of the season right now, if you will. So be on the lookout. Me watching your local weather, station, your National Weather Service office, like I said before. Be looking, for some the special weather statements. Go on the weather your local National Weather Service office. Just type it up. Just type up National Weather Service office. If you're located in a major municipality, most of the time there's an office right there. It depends. It's very National Weather Service offices are sporadically placed around or strategically placed around the U.S. So be on the lookout for that type of weather incident. Things that are going on in the world, we still got, crazy things going on with the Israel-Palestine issue. We now have the United States almost, kind of backing down from the supporting of Israel, which is definitely a different case for the United States. Still seeing protests occur. Now we're getting into graduation season, so you're seeing protests occur. That if you are planning on attending any graduations, even high school graduations, certainly college, have a plan. Be on the lookout. Follow the security procedures that that university or that college are setting, but be situationally aware. Go to that situational awareness we talked about, a few weeks ago. We haven't seen anything too terrible happen during these graduation protests, but there's always certainly that threat there. So be on the lookout for things, that look suspicious, reporting it to local law enforcement. And even in your community, we're going to probably see more protests occur as we get into the heat of election seasons, and we're getting into the primaries are done. We kind of know we know the candidates now, and you got to make sure that you have some plans in place and some preps in place for that. So those are two of the big, situationally aware things that we need to talk about this week. There's a lot going on in the world. I don't want to cover everything, but definitely need to, make sure that you're watching that local news, your national news. Maybe have some good international news stations. There's a lot of great news stations out there in the U.S. that cover really good in-depth things that are going on internationally. And newspapers, those still exist, but they've kind of gone online. So that's kind of what's going on in the all-hazard prepper world this week. I do not have anything like a topic I'm focusing on this week. You'll see, like I talked about in my previous stuff, I'm kind of focusing on the podcast and doing some sporadic content creating every other day or something like that. I got a great product review coming up. Be on the lookout for that if you're interested in ordering a food supply. Like the food buckets that have 25 years of life expectancy. This company also sells a few other things, so on the lookout for that this week. I'm going to have that posted. I'm looking at some other things that we can expand within the All Hazard Prepper, possibly a website. I'm actually trying to get an LLC set up, and that way I can, kind of legally do some of this stuff and make sure that all my ducks are in a row. So, and have some things to write off from Uncle Sam. So, be on the lookout for some exciting things coming from the All Hazard Prepper. And like I said, Friday morning, 6 a.m., our first guest appearance show will be going with the Rogue Preparedness. Super excited to have her on tonight. I got some great questions lined up. Been following her content for quite some time, even on my personal page, even before I started this. She posts some great content. Definitely a good, if you like the outdoors type stuff, if you like off the grid living, things of that nature, definitely someone to be checking out. So super glad to have, so glad that you have joined us this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're listening to this podcast. Be sure that you are subscribing and liking to the wherever you're getting your podcast, if it's either on Spotify or Apple. And make sure that you're still, liking and following all the content on Facebook and Instagram as well. Everyone stay safe out there. The All Hazard Prepper out.